Aloha, malolele, and talofa. Welcome back to the Aloha EQ or Emotional Intelligence podcast, the place where emotional intelligence meets island wisdom. I'm your host, Ruth Kongaika, and today's episode, Can Emotional Intelligence and Artificial Intelligence Coexist? This is part 2. In our first episode on this topic, we explored what emotional intelligence is, how artificial intelligence has entered our lives so quickly, and why so many people feel uneasy about that change. Today, I want to go deeper, not into technology, but into human responsibility. Because the real question isn't whether AI will continue to advance, it will. The real question is, will we advance emotionally alongside it? Can emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence coexist? Not in competition, but in balance. I believe they can, but only if we understand what each one is and what each one is not. Artificial intelligence is very good at processing information. It can analyze data, recognize patterns, generate ideas, respond quickly, assist with organization, learning, and productivity. AI can help reduce mental overload. It can save time. It can support creativity. But there is something AI cannot do. AI cannot feel meaning. It does not experience grief, love, fear, joy, shame, longing, or belonging. AI can describe emotions. It can even simulate empathy in language. It does not live inside a human nervous system. That distinction matters because emotional intelligence is not about information. It is about experience. Emotional intelligence is often misunderstood. It is not being calm all the time, avoiding conflict, always being positive, or having perfect emotional control. Emotional intelligence is the ability to notice what you feel, understand why you feel it, regulate your response, communicate with awareness, and act in alignment with your values. Emotional intelligence develops slowly through reflection, mistakes, relationships, and self-awareness. And here's something important. Emotional intelligence cannot be outsourced. No tool, no matter how advanced, can do your emotional work for you. One of the quiet risks of our digital world is something I call emotional outsourcing. That's when we ask technology how we should feel, seek instant reassurance instead of reflection, avoid discomfort by distraction, or replace inner awareness with external answers. AI makes this easy, not because it's harmful, but because it's efficient. But efficiency is not wisdom. When we rely on tools before checking in with ourselves, we slowly weaken our emotional muscles. And like any muscle, emotional intelligence grows only when it's used. So how can emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence coexist? The answer is role clarity. AI is a tool. EQ is a compass. AI can help you organize tasks, clarify options, generate ideas, and reduce cognitive overload. But emotional intelligence must decide what matters, what feels aligned, when to pause, when to say no, when to rest, and when to act. Here's a helpful way to think about it. AI can assist your thinking. EQ must guide your living. When emotional intelligence leads, technology serves. When emotional intelligence is ignored, technology begins to shape behavior instead of supporting it. That's not a future problem. That's a present one. As technology accelerates, emotional intelligence becomes more valuable, not less. Why? Because speed increases pressure. Comparison increases anxiety. Information increases overwhelm. Automation increases disconnection. Emotional intelligence keeps us grounded. It reminds us we are human, not machines. We need rest, not just productivity. We need meaning, not just efficiency. We need connection, not just communication. EQ protects what makes us human in a world that often prioritizes output over well-being. So can emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence coexist? Yes, if we remember who is in charge. AI can be powerful, but emotional intelligence must remain primary because emotions are not obstacles to progress. They are guidance systems. They tell us when something is wrong, when something matters, when something needs attention, and when something needs care. The future doesn't need less emotion. It needs more emotional wisdom. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this conversation resonated with you, I invite you to pause just for a moment and ask yourself, where can I bring more emotional awareness into my relationship with technology? Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep leading with heart. Aloha. As host of the Aloha EQ podcast, I've decided to start the Aloha EQ advisory. As a senior, I've noticed lately there seems to be much more attention on subjects that target seniors or other people who have special needs. You may have seen ads claiming there's a geriatric Jell-O recipe used to lose weight. Today, I want to gently clear this up, not to judge anyone, but to protect you. What people are actually referring to are prescription medications, which work on brain chemistry and appetite, not gelatin. Why the myth spreads? Jell-O sounds harmless. It reminds us of hospitals and comfort. That makes it easy for scammers to attach celebrity names and sell hope, especially to older adults. If something promises dramatic weight loss from a recipe, a trick, or a single food, pause. Real health is personal, medical, and never one size fits all. And you deserve honesty, not hype. This content is for education only and reflects publicly available statements. It is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional for personal health decisions. Our grandparents wrote the first draft of our parenting. Let's edit it with love.